Ablazify Presence, Public Speaking and Presentation Skills for Leaders. Be honest. Does your heart race when you stand in front of a room? Do your palms sweat when you have to present to your boss, your team, or worse, a crowd full of strangers? You're not alone. Even the most confident leaders admit that public speaking makes them nervous. But here's the truth. If you want to inspire people, gain trust, and move others to action, mastering communication isn't optional, it's essential. The good news: great speakers aren't born, they're made. And today, I'll share simple steps leaders can take to go from shaky and unsure to confident and compelling. Welcome to Ablazify, the channel where leaders sharpen the skills that matter most. If you want to not only manage tasks but move hearts and minds, you're in the right place. Let's dive into 7 practical strategies for mastering public speaking and presentation skills as a leader. 1. Know your audience before you know your speech. The best speakers don't start with slides, they start with empathy. Before crafting your message, ask, who's in the room? What are they hoping to learn? What challenges do they face? When you understand your audience's mindset, you can tailor your tone, examples, and even humor to resonate with them. Remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Great communication starts with connection, not content. 2. Structure is your safety net. Even the most confident speakers can lose their way without structure. A clear flow keeps you calm and your audience engaged. Try this simple formula. Hook. Start with a powerful question, quote, or story. Message. Share your key idea, what you want people to remember. Story or example. Bring it to life with something relatable. Call to action. End by telling people what to do or think next. When your ideas have structure, you project authority. You're not just talking, you're leading a journey that makes sense from start to finish. 3. Practice out loud, not just in your head. Reading silently gives false confidence. Speaking out loud trains your voice, pace, and energy. Record yourself, time your sections, and note where your tone dips or your phrasing feels awkward. Practice doesn't make perfect, it makes prepared. The more familiar you are with your material, the freer you are to connect with your audience naturally. Confidence isn't memorizing lines, it's mastering the message. 4. Harness the power of storytelling. Stories are the heartbeat of communication. Whether you're pitching an idea or leading a meeting, stories make people feel something, and emotion is what drives action. You can tell a story about a customer, a lesson learned from failure, or a moment that shaped your leadership style. The key is authenticity. People relate to what's real, not what's rehearsed. When you weave storytelling into your speaking, your message doesn't just inform, it inspires.
I used to dread presentations. In my first role, I rushed through slides just to get it over with. One day, my manager told me, "You're full of good ideas, but no one remembers them because of how you deliver." That hurt, but it pushed me to change. I started practicing out loud, recording myself, and focusing on stories instead of just facts. The first time I presented with confidence, people actually came up afterward to thank me. It was a turning point. Today, I lead workshops for clients, and speaking is my favorite part of the job. If I can learn it, anyone can.
5. Use body language like a leader. Your body speaks long before your mouth does. Stand tall, maintain open posture, and make purposeful movements. Avoid pacing or fidgeting. Use gestures to emphasize key points instead. Eye contact creates connection, and pauses create power. Silence isn't awkward, it's where your words sink in. Your physical presence can either reinforce your message or contradict it. So, let your confidence show before you even say a word. 6. Manage nerves, don't fight them. Here's a secret even professional speakers admit. Nerves never go away, but they can be managed. Take a few slow breaths before speaking. Focus on helping your audience, not on being judged. Replace anxious thoughts like, what if I forget? With empowering ones like, what if I make an impact? Nervous energy is just excitement in disguise, channel it into enthusiasm. The more prepared and present you are, the more those nerves become your strength, not your weakness. 7. End with clarity and conviction. The closing moments of a talk are what people remember most. Don't trail off with, that's all. Instead, end with power, restate your key takeaway, leave them with a clear action, or share one final, emotional thought. Great leaders don't just inform, they inspire commitment. Your final line should echo in their minds long after you've finished speaking.
As an executive, I thought I had to appear perfect on stage, flawless, polished, no mistakes. But audiences don't connect with perfection. They connect with authenticity. Once, during a big company presentation, I stumbled over a line. Instead of panicking, I smiled and admitted, "Looks like my brain is moving faster than my mouth today." The room laughed, and suddenly the atmosphere shifted. I wasn't just a boss on stage, I was human. That moment taught me vulnerability makes you relatable. Now I speak with more freedom, and my teams tell me they feel more inspired than ever.
Imagine this, walking on stage, or even into a small meeting, without fear. Imagine speaking with such clarity and confidence that people lean in, nod, and take action because of your words. Public speaking isn't just about speeches, it's about influence. As a leader, your words shape culture, decisions, and futures. When you master this skill, you don't just deliver messages, you move people. So here's your challenge. Pick one upcoming opportunity, a team update, a client call, a presentation. Apply just one of these strategies, maybe rehearse out loud, or add a story, or end with conviction. Small improvements stack up into lasting transformation. If this video inspired you, hit the like button, drop a comment, and share it with someone who's working on their speaking skills. They'll thank you later. And don't forget to subscribe to Ablazify for more practical strategies on leadership, growth mindset, and communication mastery, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.